Before we start this video, I want to make a few things clear. I'm not a competition shooter. I'm not a gunsmith. I'm not somebody chasing tenths of a second on a shot timer. I'm not a niche guy. I'm not a brand whore. Just a regular gun guy, which means I judge guns like most people do. I like what I like. Once I see it, you can't make me unsee it. It's your boy RGG, a regular gun guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I bring you gun content that everybody can relate to. If this is your first time here and you enjoy this video, leave me a thumbs up and smash that sub button. And if you return to the channel, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Today, we're gonna talk about the Jacob Gray Hex Pro. For all the 2011 guys and people who are in the niche are gonna be pretty familiar with this firearm. Some of you guys who are probably more on the novice side and not really into the 2011 space, you won't know. In the beginning of this video, in the intro, you heard me say, once I see something, I can't unsee it. What I'm seeing is Jacob Gray has a couple firearms right now that's killing the game. They got one called the Knox 9. This is their 5-inch Compton ported model. You'd be hard pressed to find the Knox 9. Like, they back order. They can't even keep up with the demand. There's a reason for this. A similar thing is happening with the Hex Pro. There's a reason for this. All of the major players in the 2011 space, whether it's social media or just 2011 guys in general, either got these or they're trying to get their hands on it. There's a reason for this. Let's talk about it. I can kind of tell you why. Because Jacob Gray figured out how to take what most people consider a production gun and have it to have the features, the fit and finish, the feel, the slide to frame fitment, the quality, the performance of what most of these $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 and up guns are boasting. Because man, it's hard to convince a dude that just spent $8,500 that he probably could have just spent $4,500. That's crazy. So what is the Jacob Gray Hex Pro? Well, I have one right here beside me. I will rack this. This is safe for YouTube. Lock the slide open, let you guys see that it's empty. Now, needless to say, this is a beautiful firearm. I think most would agree. In terms of the eye test, to me, it passes immediately. This is a 4.6-inch 2011 with a chunk port, aluminum grip module, optic ready, ambi, 2.5, 3-pound trigger, extended control, aggressive serration. Now, it's not comped and ported. It's not a hybrid, so doesn't have every feature, but you got your full rail. You got pretty much everything that you would want on a 2011. This is a shooter's gun. And just so that I'm communicating clear, I'm not here to do a deep dive. I don't really get into the deep dive videos. I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos that'll come out on that. Me, I'm just here to talk to the average everyday gun owner who may be looking to get into a really nice 2011, spend a few bucks on one, and looking for options aside from the names that they always hear, the Staccatos, the Atlases, the Fowlers, the Raffertys, the Venoms, and all the other stuff that you don't have to go that way, that there's other options out here. And before we get all the way into the features and all of that other stuff, I want to address the elephant in the room, the cost. As I said, this is a premium 2011, so it MSRPs for about $4,800 buckanani-roonies, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what a buckanani-rooney is, but you get where I'm going with this. It's not an inexpensive firearm by any means. But once you put this into context and make it relevant to the rest of the 2011 space, the price will probably make a lot more sense, especially as we start to go into the features and what's exclusive about it and different things like that. Am I telling you that it's worth it? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. All I'm gonna do is give you my honest opinion on this particular firearm. And there's so much to ramble about and talk about when it comes to this gun, man. It looks good. The packaging is crazy. But at the end of the day, how does it perform? How does it shoot? Let's go out to the range and see how this Hex Pro did. Move it over a little bit. We almost got it sighted. Woo! Jacob Gray ready. Jacob. Whew. We at about 10, right about 10 yards. I'm just going center mass here. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it looks pretty sighted. It's on safe. I'll let you guys see these 2 shots. I thought it was interesting. Those are the 2 shots. Okay, I seem to be sighted in with the Jacob Gray, so I'm gonna go down to the top right box. I got the camera pointed down at the target. I'm not gonna try to go fast, but I'm gonna try to see what type of group I can get from 10 yards. So let's go. All right, here we go. That's nice. That's nice. I'm okay with that, right? And I went a little faster than I wanted to. This time I'm gonna go to the left, to the top left box and see just how tight I could actually get the group. I'm not gonna draw from the holster. I'm actually just gonna take my time and take the shots. It's hot out here. God. Yeah, I like that a lot. So, 174, fishing. Woo. 146, miss. It's okay. There we go. That was 146. That's good. All I want to do is get under 1.5. Let's move on. It's got a crazy trigger in it, and I'll go ahead and demonstrate the trigger now early. There's no take up there, none. I mean, little to none at all. I just hear a little bit of a click, but that's your break. That's your reset. Trigger, excellent trigger on this thing. It's got a tight lockup, tight slide to frame fitment. The thing is literally on roller skates, as they say, easy to air rack, premium fit and finish. Some of the features that stand out. When you look at these serrations up close, I'm gonna see how well I can get that in there. Man, these are nice and aggressive, allows you to get a real good purchase on it when you want to press check or you just want to rack the gun. It's really, really smooth. And they're aggressive. It almost feels like a Velcro on the inside of there, like a real quality Velcro in between those serrations, man, where they paid a lot of attention to detail. Look at the grip module. Look at the details on the grip module. The gun is called the Hex Pro, and you see all the hex patterns on here. And they paid a lot of attention to detail. Even when you look at the trigger, it's got a hex pattern. Hell, they even got so intricate. Look at the barrel. I hate to flag y'all. It's also a hex shape. So when you think about the attention that they paid to detail, where you see like the hex up top on the barrel itself, you look really close to the controls. The controls are very detailed. Very detailed controls. You can see like the serrations in the control. And the manipulation of the safety is very pronounced, very easy to manipulate. And this gun is fully machined at Jacob Gray, right? Like pretty much from front to back, from internals to the grip module, to the triggers, to the hammer, everything is pretty much, except maybe some of the small parts, but it's all engineered inside of Jacob Gray, which is something that we're going to address here in a second, because the purists are going to say, yeah, but it's a production gun. So y'all bear with me here. You know, you got some people that's just stuck in their way, right? And I'm gonna give you some examples. You ever have like a friend or a family member that's like, man, I remember back when Black Friday, man, we used to get up early in the morning and go stand in the line, man, and we go get them TV for like $200. Well, me, I'm a person that embraces technology and advancement. So I'm okay with shopping online on Black Friday. I'd rather just go on Amazon, order what I need, and get it tomorrow. I don't got to get up at 3 in the morning and go stand in the line no more. They refuse to embrace the now. Man, boy, I collected over 2,000 CDs, man. I had my trunk custom done, and now they want to make the car. They don't even put no CD player in it no more. Are you kidding me? Me personally, I like being able to Bluetooth the music from the phone or the iPad and just be able to listen to whatever I want, whenever I want. I embrace the now. So you say, well, how does that apply to the 2011 market? There's so many guys that are stuck in this, well, if it ain't hand fitted and it wasn't one guy that spent 117 days making one gun, it ain't a real 2011. That's how a lot of these guys, they out there, man. I'm telling you, they out there. Am I downplaying the hand-fitted firearms or the guys who are putting all those hours in? Absolutely not. Because I've seen some of the most incredible craftsmanship and results that you'll ever see. With Jacob Gray, they were able to crack the code and figure out how to get the tight tolerances, the great fit and finish, this by primarily machining the gun. Now, obviously, they all have to be touched by hand. When you start looking at the details in this gun, they just decided to embrace technology. When you start talking about performance and what you're getting out of that gun and what the result is, the differences are minimal. They be like, well, the slides feel like they on roller skates. Well, here goes some more roller skates for you. The triggers are amazing. The trigger is amazing. Their grip module is not a standard grip module. So I can't just take this grip module off and replace it with any other 2011 grip module. They have a proprietary grip module. The trigger system is as well. And a few other parts are proprietary as well. And then some of the stuff is traditional 2011 stuff, still takes the traditional 2011 magazine, so on and so forth. But I like the idea that they didn't just take the copy and paste approach and create your typical 2011. They dared to be different. I think once you start getting into the guns that are a lot more expensive, you really just fighting not feature so much, maybe feature a little, but more so the aesthetic battle. Because internally and from a performance perspective, the differences are going to be minimal. I promise you. What are you looking for? Performance, the actual performance side of it, the result of your shooting, or are you looking for the flex piece? The thing that I can say, yes, I got this brand's name, I spent this much money on it, and this is a collector's item, right? Meaning there's only so many of these made. When you start getting into those super high price 2011s, and they only produce so many per year, which drives up the price, obviously, because of how rare they are. And some of them are next to impossible to get. I don't think that was the intention for this. This was intended to be a shooter's gun. You know, sort of like what Staccato and Atlas and that type of thing. So if you into that and this fits into at your price point and you're okay with paying this price for it, then absolutely, you should look at it. If you want to go the budget route and you feel like $1,500 or a couple grand is all you want to spend, by all means, do that. If you want to go a little higher and you want to go with a name that's more recognizable than Jacob Gray, go that route. I'm just kind of giving you my opinion. I got about 1,000 rounds through this gun now. I've taken it out to the range a few times, and I've just had a blast with it. And just so that we all on the same page, I'm not here to sell a gun. I'm not a salesman, man. I don't have a dog in the fight per se. But what I am saying is I think people need to use their own judgment. You know what it is that you're looking for. They got a lot of swag, man. They know how to make these guns look really good out the box. So when I think about who it's for, it could be for a competition shooter, a seasoned competition shooter, somebody that's getting into competition shooting. It could even make a good home defense gun. It does have a pretty light trigger, so I'm not sure if it's something I would want to carry at 4.6, pretty big gun, so I don't see that. But a great plinker, great range gun, whatever you want it to be. And it's also a great showpiece. When you look at the way that they package their firearms, they package it with the big boys. Like, the packaging is amazing. Then, on top of that, it comes with a great warranty. That's another piece of the puzzle that a lot of people don't add in. You get a lifetime warranty when you buy Jacob Gray product. I'm not a guy who owns a bunch of these more expensive 2011s. I just don't. I do own a bunch of 2011s, but I only have a few that's kind of in this price range. So if you in the market looking to get something, there's a reason why the name Jacob Gray is starting to ring bells. It's a reason why people keep mentioning them and comparing these to much more expensive guns. I think the advantage for some of the other companies, they just have the name recognition. They've been around a lot longer, so they've built up the trust of people more. But one thing I could say from the looks of things, Jacob Gray is on the way. Do me a favor, stay solid. It's free. Defend what you love.